Here in the Vail Valley, there is a special attraction to this beautiful land, the lifestyle and the people around us. We share a common love for life in the mountains. Each of us has discovered a place to raise our families, enrich our lives, and give something back to our community. When people first came to this valley in any numbers, they brought with them a need to worship God in their own fashion. But that desire was difficult to achieve in a ski town with limited land and building resources. In the early years, that limitation was overcome by different faiths banding together to find a place for each to worship. The first place they discovered was actually the bar at a local saloon on Sunday morning, and the interfaith concept was born.
The interfaith concept has been incredibly successful in this valley. We, on a given Sunday in the winter, have about 1,500 people that come to worship here.
Since its birth, that concept of sharing facilities and respect for each other's religion has grown with the construction of the Vail Chapel in 1968, followed by the Beaver Creek Chapel in 1987. But growth in our valley has not stopped. It has accelerated. More and more of our residents have moved away from the two ski mountains and begun to cluster in Edwards and points west. It is time for facilities for faith and education to move with them. The proposed Edwards Interfaith Chapel has been under development for over a decade. It achieved reality in 2005 with the purchase of 5 acres west of Edwards. The facilities to be developed on this site will help perpetuate faith and pastoral care for residents from East Vail to Glenwood Canyon. We invite you to participate in the creation of the new Edwards Interfaith Chapel, providing a legacy for current and future generations.
I came to Vail to experience what it's like to be an Episcopal priest in a family of congregations. I really do treasure the bond and community that we have built over the years, and I want to see it extended down the valley to people that have not yet had the chance to experience sharing facilities, sharing staff time and ministry, and it's a very important piece of my life in this valley.
Our priority is a permanent school. The other chapels are booked to the max. Without abandoning Vail or Beaver Creek, we will have a third place to schedule our programming, schedule our ministries, and allow people a choice of different venues for different services.
The interfaith concept is one that has earned renowned success in the Vail Valley for over 30 years. In our valley, the high costs of construction and land make it financially impossible for each congregation to have its own place of worship. The interfaith concept was originally designed to permit many faiths to share the same structure to serve their congregations. But in its tenure, it has inspired so much more. For the community it serves, the interfaith concept increases respect of all religions and the recognition of our similarities rather than our differences.
I love being involved in the interfaith community because it is cooperation, especially among people who don't always see things the same way.
The Eagle Valley Religious Foundation is a nonprofit organization created to establish a third and very important interfaith campus in the Avon to Edwards portion of the Vail Valley. The foundation is currently comprised of Benai Vail Jewish Congregation, Covenant Presbyterian Church, Episcopal Church of the Transfiguration, and Mount of the Holy Cross Lutheran Church.
We need a place for children and infants. We need a place for youth to gather. We need a place in the Mid-Valley area to bring people who are new to the church and under-churched to a spiritual home that they will not experience up in Vail or in Beaver Creek.
As the population of Eagle County grows, smaller communities are thriving. The future will bring more families, more opportunities, and more livelihood. What's commonly missing in all of this growth down valley are the offerings for families with children and young adults. The new Edwards Interfaith Chapel will provide plenty of gathering space, a fun place for events, and a flexible education asset for young people. In its 40,000 square feet, the new building will host a large and small chapel, a community center, and 13 classrooms. The new building will provide workspaces for community support groups, a location for nonprofit fundraisers, and a place for people to gather.
We need more space for education, for youth programs. We'd like to offer more space for nonprofit agencies. At the Vail Chapel, we have probably 15 different groups that use the chapel. AA, different clinics, all kinds of community services. And this chapel will give us an opportunity to do that even better than we have been able to serve in Vail and Beaver Creek.
Well, I envision many community activities there. The center of the chapel, as it's planned by the board now, has a wonderful community center where people can congregate for social events, community events, and my favorite thing, the interfaith events.
We ask for your help. The investment in the new Edwards Interfaith Chapel will eventually reach $18 million, and generous contributions have already been received from every sector of the valley. We'd like you to be a part of this exciting and much-needed effort. Together, we can look forward to a beautiful landmark building where all of us can love, learn, and share. We have an opportunity to be a part of this exciting and vital part of our valley's future. While the cost of the facility may seem large, its value to the community is even greater.
The interfaith concept has always been a community-wide endeavor. Much of the support that we've had for the chapels has not even come from the congregations. It's come from people in the community who believe in the interfaith concept.
One of the most exciting things about this chapel is that it's going to be able to service the community that it's in with other programs, not just our four faiths.
I think this is one more opportunity to pay it forward, I guess, to allow a new generation to have the same experiences in faith, community development that they had in the chapels that are here already.
I think this is a place where many people will meet their faith, perhaps for the very first time.